Hello, my dear children. Welcome to today's class. Are you all excited for today's session? I am super excited. Okay, so let's start and see what are we doing today. We are learning about something very interesting called sky. Sky above me. What is the name of the chapter? Sky above me. All right. And what are we learning in today's class? We will learn about the sun, the moon and the stars. Okay, so when you look up in the sky, what do you see? Just imagine, what do you see? Okay, you find sun, and in night, moon, stars. Oh, some of you are saying birds also. Yes, but let's keep it to sun, moon and star for the time being. Okay, you must have often looked up in the sky, and what do you see? We see the sun, the moon and the stars. How wonderful are they? No doubt in that sun, moon, stars, they look so wonderful, so beautiful. Let us learn about them one by one. So, let's learn about the sun first. We see the sun during the day. तो जब दिन होता है, डे होता है, आफ्टरनून होती है, मॉर्निंग होती है, only then we can see the sun. हम लोग sun evening तक we can see the sun. After that we do not see the sun. The sun gives us light and heat. So what does sun gives us? Sun gives us light and heat. जब आप कभी घर में होते हो, इतनी ब्राइट सनलाइट आ रही होती है कि मम्मा पापा घर के जो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी स्विचेस हैं, लाइट के स्विचेस हैं, वो भी ऑफ कर देते हैं क्योंकि घर में इतनी ज्यादा नेचुरल सनलाइट आ रही है. सो लाइट, सन गिव्स अस सो मच ऑफ लाइट. जब हम बाहर रोड पर जाते हैं सनलाइट पे, हमारी आईज भी ओपन नहीं होती हैं क्योंकि इतना ब्राइटली सन शाइन कर रहा होता है. सन ऑल्सो गिव्स अस हीट. तो जब विंटर्स हैं, हम लोग घर के दरवाजे खोल देते हैं ताकि सनलाइट अंदर आए, हमारा हाउस वार्म रहे उस हीट से, एंड वी फील गुड. एंड जब समर्स होती हैं, वो ही हीट इतनी ज्यादा हमें लगती है कि हमें डोर्स क्लोज करने पड़ते हैं. सो सन हैज लाइट एंड हीट. एंड व्हाई डज सन हैज सो मच ऑफ हीट? बिकॉज इट इज अ बर्निंग बॉल ऑफ गैसेस. सो जो सन है वो इतना, वी कैन से इट्स अ बर्निंग बॉल ऑफ गैसेस एंड फायर. No one can ever go near to the sun because it is full of fire, full of gases, and it is actually burning. The sun makes the day warm and bright. जो sun होता है वो हमारे पूरे दिन को इतना warm और bright, एकदम shiny bright बना देता है. Just imagine कि कभी अगर sun निकले ही तो ना तो light आएगी, ना ही वार्मथ आएगी, कि हर वक्त ठंड ही रहेगी और हमेशा इट विल बी डार्क फॉर एवर. सो सन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन आवर लाइव्स फॉर आवर मदर अर्थ एज इट गिव्स अस हीट एंड लाइट. ऑल प्लांट्स एंड एनिमल्स नीड द लाइट ऑफ सन टू लिव. तो जैसे हमने पहले भी पढ़ा है, एज वी हैव स्टडीड दैट अर्लियर, दैट plants use sunlight to prepare its food. If there will be no sunlight, plants will not be able to prepare their food and eventually they would die. Similarly, animals and we human beings, all of us need sunlight for something or the other. Correct? So, the sun rises every morning in the east. हमारी 4 डायरेक्शंस हैं. We have 4 directions: north, south, east and west. तो सन कहां से आता है? Sun comes from east. सन ईस्ट से आता है एंड द सन सेट्स एवरी इवनिंग इन द वेस्ट. सन ईस्ट से आया और वेस्ट में जाकर सेट हो गया. सो सन कम्स फ्रॉम ईस्ट, पूरा दिन वो अपना ब्राइटनेस और लाइट फैलाता है एंड इवनिंग में आते आते इट सेट्स इन द वेस्ट, वो वेस्ट में जाकर छुप जाता है. अब जब सन छुप गया, अब हमें रात में, नाइट में, फ्रॉम वेयर विल वी गेट लाइट? सन हैज सेट इन एंड द मून अपीयर्स. We see the moon at night. It looks like a big white ball. Just like sun looks like a big yellow ball of fire, sun looks like a big white ball and it looks magnificent. It looks beautiful. It looks so soothing and pleasant. It gives us light at night. तो जब नाइट में इतना डार्क होता है, हम रोड पर चल रहे हैं, कोई स्ट्रीट लाइट भी नहीं है, तो हमें नेचुरल लाइट कहां से मिलेगी? वी गेट दैट नेचुरल लाइट फ्रॉम द मून. द मून इज स्मॉलर दैन द सन. सन बहुत बिग है, मून उससे स्मॉल है. तो सन अगर इतना बिग है तो मून उससे स्मॉल है. All right. Now, when you see in the sky, do you always see a big round white ball as a moon? Or sometimes it happens that you see a half moon or just a little bit of moon which is called a crescent. So, we see different shapes of moon every night. हर night को पूरा round moon नहीं होता. We see parts of moon every night. Sometimes it is round like a ball, sometimes it is round like a ball, and other times we see parts of the moon or no moon at all. और कभी कभी हमें सिर्फ मून का कुछ पार्ट दिखाई देता है, बाकी का पार्ट गायब, इट्स नॉट देयर. कभी कभी हमें और भी छोटा पार्ट दिखाई देता है और कभी कभी एकदम छोटा पार्ट दिखाई देता है. और वो छोटे होते 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 वन डे बिल्कुल भी मून स्काई में नहीं आता. वो हमारे पूरे मंथ की सबसे डार्केस्ट नाइट होती है. इट इज द डार्केस्ट नाइट ऑफ द मंथ जब मून आता ही नहीं. सो व्हाट डू यू थिंक? द चेंजिंग शेप ऑफ द मून, व्हाट इज इट कॉल्ड? द चेंजिंग शेप्स ऑफ द मून आर कॉल्ड phases of the moon. What is it called? Phases of the moon. तो जब मून का शेप हर रात को, हर नाइट में चेंज होता है, we call it phases of the moon. Very good. अब हमें मून के साथ साथ कुछ बहुत स्पार्कलिंग भी स्काई में नजर आता है. We can see something very sparkling in the sky. And what is it? They are the stars, तारे. And these twinkling stars in the sky, they look so beautiful, as if someone has thrown some kind of glitter in the sky. So they are glittery, they are sparkling in the sky. We see lots of stars twinkling in the sky at night. They shine brightly in the sky. They are far from us. तो हमें स्टार्स दिन में नजर नहीं आते. वो इसलिए नजर नहीं आते बिकॉज सन इतना ब्राइट होता है कि वो सब स्टार्स को हाइड कर लेता है. तो हमें वो स्टार्स कब नजर आते हैं? जब सन चला जाता है वेस्ट में, छुप जाता है. अब नाइट हो गई है, सन की लाइट नहीं है एंड स्टार्स को एक चांस मिला स्पार्कल करने का. अब वो स्पार्कलिंग स्टार्स हम लोग नाइट में देख सकते हैं एंड दे शाइन सो ब्राइट इन द स्काई. अब जो स्टार्स हैं वो इतने छोटे 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 हमें पूरे स्काई में देखते हैं. वो क्यों? बिकॉज दे आर वेरी फार फ्रॉम अस. वो अर्थ से क्लोज नहीं है, दे आर वेरी फार फ्रॉम द अर्थ, सो दे आर फार अवे फ्रॉम अस. सम स्टार्स लुक स्मॉल, सम स्टार्स लुक बिग. तो जो स्टार्स साइज में बिग हैं या अर्थ के थोड़ा नियर है, वो स्टार्स हमें बिग दिखाई देंगे, और जो स्टार्स थोड़े स्मॉल हैं और या फिर वो अर्थ से ज्यादा दूर है, वो हमें स्मॉल दिखाई देंगे. ऐसा होता है ना कि जब नाइट में स्टार्स शाइन कर रहे हैं तो कुछ स्टार हमें बहुत ज्यादा ऐसे लगता है दूसरे स्टार से बड़ा है और ज्यादा शाइन कर रहा है. व्हाई इज इट सो? बिकॉज वो अर्थ के थोड़ा नियर है या फिर वो थोड़ा बड़ा है. द स्टार्स टू गिव अस लाइट एट नाइट. मून के साथ साथ स्टार्स भी मिक्स होकर हमें नाइट में एक नेचुरल व्हाइट लाइट देते हैं. द नाइट ऑन विच देयर इज नो मून इन द स्काई, फ्रॉम वेयर डू वी गेट द नेचुरल लाइट? स्टार्स emit that light. It is somewhat not as bright as what moon does, but yes, still stars give us a very good amount of natural light at night. So till now we have studied about three very important bodies that we see in the sky. Sun, which is a big round ball of fire and gases. We see sun in the morning. It rises from the east and sets in the west. Second, we have studied about moon. Moon comes after the sun sets, and we can see moon at night. It emits natural white light, and it is also, it looks like a big white ball. But not every night we see a full moon. We see different shapes of moon every night, and they are called phases of the moon. At night, apart from the moon, we can also see stars. Stars are very far from the earth, very far from us, and they emit light too, and they look beautiful. All right. Do you know, have you seen in the news about our Chandrayaan mission? And which is the latest mission of Chandrayaan? It is Chandrayaan 3. Chandrayaan 3. And you know, India has again made all of us proud. The Indian scientists have made all of us proud. Why? Because India's Chandrayaan 3 landed on the moon at 6:04 p.m. on 23rd August 2023. तो चंद्रयान 3 मून पर लैंड कर चुका है, एंड it is on 23rd August 2023. India has made the history by sending Chandrayaan 3, by sending the Chandrayaan 3 in the very first attempt on the moon. And with this, India has become the first country to land on the on the south pole of moon. So with this, India becomes the first country to reach the south pole of the moon. So this is the moon. Our Chandrayaan 3 has landed here on the south pole, and India is the first country to do that. Isn't it great? Aren't we proud? Yes. Okay, see how beautiful Chandrayaan looks, and Chandrayaan is carrying Indian flag also. Wow, this sight is amazing. If you do not know about Chandrayaan 3, I would suggest you to tell your parents to surf internet for you and sit with them and see how Chandrayaan 3 has landed on moon and where has it landed. Okay, so what are the new words that we learned in this lesson? Sun, the big yellow hot burning ball of gases that we see during the day. Moon, the big white ball that we see at night. Then there are phases of moon. the changing shapes of the moon every night, it is called the phases of moon. You will remember that we see the sun, the moon and the stars up in the sky. Sun gives us light and heat. The moon is much smaller than the sun. It gives us light in the night. The stars shine brightly in the sky at night. So in night we see two things, moon and stars. Both of them gives us light in night, and sun gives us light in the morning. Alright, so let's assess ourselves and see what have we learnt in today's session. You have to take the correct answer. The sun sets every evening and it brings us, तो जब sunset हो जाता है तो क्या आता है? Night. So it brings us night. It looks like a big white ball. What looks like a big white ball in the sky? Yes, it's moon. The dash of the moon changes every night. What changes every night in a moon? Is it the color or the nature or the shape? Yes, the shape changes every night and it is called phases of moon. What twinkles in the sky? Stars twinkle in the sky at night. Now you have to write true or false for the following statements. The sun is hot and bright. Very true. It is actually bright and hot. The sun changes its shape every day. No, it's the moon which changes its shape every day. So it's a false statement. The moon is much smaller than the sun. Yes, moon is smaller than the sun. Stars are very near to us. Not at all. Stars are very far from us. So it's a false statement. Now these are few questions that we are going to discuss right now, and you will write the answers in your notebook yourselves. When do we see the sun? We see the sun during the day. Where does the sun rise and where does it set? The sun rises from the east and it sets in the west. When does the day change into night? When the sun sets, it changes into night. The day changes into night. What do you mean by the phases of moon? The changing shape of the moon every day is called the phases of the moon. When do we see stars? We see stars at night. Now these are some fun questions that you have to do yourself. We will discuss it quickly and then you can do it yourself with your parents, with your companions, with your classmates, with your friends, anyone, and have fun. What makes the day bright? Sun makes the day bright. And what do you have to color the sun here? Okay. And what do we see in the sky at night? We see stars, we see moon. What does the moon look like on a full moon night? It looks like this. Make your own moon diary. You can make your own moon diary. The shape you see every day. You can write the date every day and what's the shape of the moon. Then you can collect the pictures of the stars, moon, clouds and whatever you see in the sky. Okay. Now you can do this time saving activity and please tick if you are doing so, if you are following so, you can keep everything organized. Eat quickly without chewing is a very bad habit. Don't have to do that. Prepare your bag before going to bed. Yes. Keep track of your time. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the session as much as I did, and I hope you have learned a lot about the moon, the stars and the sun. Keep learning, keep shining. Bye-bye for now.